Join me on my latest furniture project. This is a plain pine blanket box in much need of a modern makeover. I have already sanded and sugar soaked for preparation, and now I am measuring where I want my wooden appliques to go. This is the applique. I actually purchased this off Amazon as a pack of 4. They are described as a wooden carved onlay applique. To attach these to the blanket box, I'm applying a very generous amount of Gorilla Wood glue, and then I will use the green frog tape just to tape them into place. What I did find was the edges did start to lift ever so slightly, and because I wanted this flush, what I did was turn the blanket box on its side and I put a lot of books, really heavy books, onto it to kind of clamp it down. I left this to dry for 24 hours, peeled off the frog tape, and all the edges were stuck down firmly. Time to prime. I used a blockade to make sure that no bleed through would come through my chosen paint colour. This also adds another layer, sealing the applique to the wood, and I made sure I painted all the crevices of the applique. Annie Sloan. For anyone who follows me knows that I'm a big fan of Annie Sloan paint and products, and was eager to use her new paint colour, Whistler Grey. I have combined the grey with the Annie Sloan Pure White as I want to create some tonal variation. Time to blend using 2 round paintbrushes. I started by painting the grey around the outside like a border, and also over the appliques themselves, and then I added the white around the appliques and towards the centre. This is what creates the depth and dimension. Keeping the brushes relatively dry, I poured the grey down, painting backwards and forwards, and kept adding white until I had enough of a halo effect, which looked like this. I am now using the Annie Sloan Fine Sand Pad to lightly take off any unwanted texture. I am now using a metallic paint in the colour Neutral Intrigue by Craig & Rose. The next few products I am using are the Annie Sloan Clear and Black Wax, and a lint-free cloth with a rounded wax brush. I am applying the clear wax generously all over the piece, inside and out, covering all the appliques. The wax is what seals the paint and adds protection to the paintwork. It also creates a beautiful sheen that you can keep buffing up with your lint-free cloth. The clear wax slightly darkens the colour, which makes it easier when seeing where you haven't waxed. I am now using the lint-free cloth, following the grain of the wood, taking off any excess wax. This is what happens if you have a build-up. It will dry white and crusty, so make sure you cover all areas, edges and crevices. Onto the Annie Sloan Black Wax. Here I am adding character by building up the wax all over the applique. I am using a smaller brush inside the crevices as I want this to be the darker areas, and also around the outside, which I will eventually fade out. Taking my lint-free cloth with clear wax, I am rubbing across the top of the surface. The wax acts like an eraser, leaving the black wax in just the cracks. This accentuates the detail. As you can see, I'm applying the clear wax little by little, fading this into the paintwork. Adding to the halo effect, I decided to darken the corners of the box again, creating dimension. I rounded off the edges and used clear wax to blend it out. And this is it, the final creation. What a transformation! This has gone from a plain pine box to an ornate modern statement piece for any home. And my client was very happy with her new piece. Follow along if you'd like to see some more furniture transformations.